Hey everyone, Noir here. Let's get into today's Reddit story.
I was looking at my girlfriend when she said, "You are not invited. My family feels uncomfortable around you." I nodded once. I got the message. She finished getting ready, smiled, and walked out the door. I stayed home and quietly made one decision. By the end of that night, the party turned out nothing like anyone expected. I am 35 years old, and I honestly thought I had learned how to read people. I guess I was wrong. My girlfriend and I had been together for almost 3 years. We met at a mutual friend's wedding, shared a couple of dances, exchanged phone numbers, and somehow built what I believed was a strong relationship. She came from a well-off family. They were not extremely wealthy, but they lived comfortably. Country club memberships, yearly resort vacations, that kind of lifestyle. I did not grow up like that, but I never believed it mattered. Until one day it did. At first, her family simply tolerated me. They smiled politely, asked basic questions about my job, and joked about how different my background was from theirs. The smiles never quite reached their eyes. I ignored it because everyone has their own prejudices. I thought that if I stayed true to myself, they would eventually accept me. They never did. Everything changed on a Wednesday afternoon when she mentioned the party. Her parents were hosting their annual holiday gathering at their house. It was always a big event with relatives, family friends, and everyone else. She had talked about it weeks earlier, so I naturally assumed I would be there. We had attended plenty of family gatherings together before. "So, what time should I be ready on Saturday?" I asked while we were cooking dinner. She stopped cutting vegetables. "About that," I looked up from the pasta. "What? You are not invited." At first, I thought she was joking. Very funny. "I am serious." I turned off the stove. "You are serious?" "Yes, I am sorry. I know it is strange, but it is easier this way. My family feels awkward around you. My mom asked if I could come by myself this year." "I do not understand," I said. "What does awkward even mean?" She sighed. "You just do not really fit in with them. You do not play golf. You do not know the same people. You do not understand their jokes. Everyone feels uncomfortable. Uncomfortable for them or for you. Do not make this into something bigger than it is. It is only one party. It is your family's holiday party. You have been talking about it for weeks, and now I am not invited because I do not play golf? That is not what I said. That is exactly what you said." She set the knife down and wiped her hands. "I do not want to argue. I already told my mom I would come alone." "When did you tell her?" "Last week." I stared at her. "So you have known for a week, and you are only telling me now." I did not know how to bring it up. "You could have started with, 'My family does not want you at the party.' You are being dramatic." "I am being dramatic? Your family does not want me there, and you think that is normal? It is one night. Go see your friends. Relax. You always say you never have time for yourself." I just looked at her. She honestly believed what she was saying. She thought this was completely reasonable. "Understood," I finally said. She blinked. "What?" I said, "I understand. I got the message. You are not angry?" "I am understanding, just like you wanted." She studied my face for a moment. When I said nothing else, she relaxed. "Thank you. I knew you would understand. It is not personal." I went back to stirring the pasta. "Sure." Saturday finally arrived. She spent more than an hour getting ready in my bathroom, while I sat on the couch scrolling through my phone without really looking at it. She walked out wearing a red dress and heels. "How do I look?" "You look great. Look. You are really okay with this?" "I told you, I understand." She smiled, kissed me on the cheek, and said, I will text you later. Do not wait up. Then she left. I listened as her car pulled away. I sat there for another 10 minutes before making a decision. I opened my laptop and started writing. I wrote down every comment her family had made over the last 3 years. Every time they corrected my grammar. Every time they explained something I already knew. Every introduction where I was the boyfriend in a tone that made me feel like I did not belong. Every passive-aggressive remark about my clothes, my car, or the fact that I was not a country club member. Then I wrote about that night. About being excluded because I supposedly made them uncomfortable. About my girlfriend acting like it was perfectly normal. When I finished, I sent the message to everyone in her family whose contact information I had. Her parents, her brother and sister, her aunt and uncle, who were probably still at the party. The message was simple. I was told I was not invited tonight because I make your family uncomfortable. I want all of you to know that I have always... I tried to be respectful and kind to every one of you. If I ever failed at that, I apologize. But I think you should understand that making someone feel unwanted and then asking their partner to leave them out is not the kindness you probably believe it is. I hope you enjoy your night. I sent the message before I could change my mind. Then I packed a bag, removed the spare key she had given me from my keychain, and left it on the kitchen counter. After that, I drove across town to stay at my friend's place. Update 1. Around 8:30, my phone started going crazy. First, it was my girlfriend, then her sister, then her mother. I ignored all of it and watched the notifications keep coming. Around 9 o'clock, my friend asked what happened. I showed him the message. "Dude," he said, "you completely destroyed everything?" Was I wrong? No, but you definitely just ended that relationship. I looked at him. It was already over. I just finally accepted it. Around 10 o'clock, she started leaving voicemails. I listened to the first one. "What the hell did you do? My whole family is upset. My mom is crying. My dad wants to know who you think you are. Call me back." I deleted it. The second one was shorter. "I am leaving the party. We need to talk. Where are you?" Deleted. The third one was different. "I am at your place. You are not here. Where did you go? Why did you leave your key?" I finally replied. "I am staying somewhere else tonight. Your key is on the counter. I think we both know this is over." She called immediately. I let it ring. Then she texted, "You do not get to do this. You do not get to upset my family and then disappear." I answered, "I did not upset anyone. I told the truth. If the truth caused problems, maybe that tells you something." She replied, "You are being childish." I wrote back, "I am being honest, something you should have been a week ago. Her. We are not ending 3 years over this." Me. "We are not ending things because of one party. We are ending because you chose your family's comfort over showing me basic respect." That message was just me finally saying what I should have said a long time ago. After that, she stopped replying. Update 2. Sunday morning. I woke up to a message from her sister. We had always seemed to get along, or at least I thought we did. "You embarrassed our entire family. Whatever issues you had with us, you should have handled them privately. You did not need to attack us at a party." I responded, "I was excluded from that party because talking to your family privately clearly has not changed anything in 3 years. When exactly was I supposed to bring this up? During another event where I am tolerated but not welcomed?" She answered, "You made my mother cry." I replied, "Your mother told your daughter not to bring me because I make people uncomfortable. Did she really think that would not hurt?" She said, "That is different." I asked, "How?" She never answered. My girlfriend, or I guess my ex-girlfriend at that point, showed up at my friend's place around noon. I had no idea how she found me, but she clearly wanted to talk. When I opened the door, she immediately said, "We need to talk." There is nothing to talk about. Yes, there is. You cannot just end 3 years like this. You ended it when you decided I was not welcome. I just made it official. I only uninvited you from one party. Because your family thinks I do not belong in their world, and you agreed with them. I never said that. You did not have to. Your actions said it for you. You chose them over me. She looked confused. What are you talking about? Every time your family made comments about me, you laughed. Every time they acted like I did not fit in, you stayed quiet. You never defended me, not once, and then you expected me to be okay with being excluded. I just did not want to fight with them. But you were okay fighting with me? That is not fair. None of this is fair. That is the entire problem. She started crying. Real tears, not the kind meant to manipulate me. I love you, she said. I shook my head. I do not think you love the real me. I think you love the version of me that keeps quiet and makes things easier with your family. But that is not who I am, and I am tired of pretending. She wiped her face. So that is it? We are done? Yes, we are done. She left, and I watched her car disappear down the street. The only thing I felt was relief. Update 3. The next few days were quiet. I stayed at my friend's place, went to work, and kept my routine. My ex sent messages asking if we could talk, if I would reconsider, or if there was any way to fix things. I did not respond. Then, on Thursday, I got a call from her father. That surprised me because we had barely spoken in 3 years, beyond basic small talk. "We need to talk," he said. His voice sounded different, less cold than usual. About what? About what you wrote, about how we treated you. I think I already said everything I needed to say. I know, he replied, and you were right. I did not expect that. What? You were right. We did make you feel unwelcome, and we should not have. He continued, My wife and I have talked about it all week. Your message forced us to look at ourselves, and honestly, we did not like what we saw. I did not know how to respond. I am not calling to ask you to forgive us, he said. I am not even asking you to get back together with my daughter. I just wanted you to know that we heard you and we are sorry. Okay, that is it? Just okay? I appreciate the apology, I really do, but it does not change what happened. Your daughter chose your comfort over me. I cannot stay in a relationship where I will always come second to people who do not respect me. I understand. For what it is worth, she is devastated. I am sorry to hear that. Are you? Honestly, I do not know. Part of me is sorry, but another part of me thinks she should have considered that before she decided I was not welcome. He stayed silent for a moment. You are a good man. I am sorry we did not see that sooner. Thank you. Then he ended the call. Update 4. 2 weeks later, I saw her at a coffee shop. She looked exhausted. We noticed each other, and for a second I thought about leaving, but I stayed. Hi, she said. Hi. Can we talk for a minute? Sure. We sat at a table in the corner. She ordered a coffee, but barely touched it. She just held the cup between her hands. My dad told me he called you, she said. Yeah. He never apologizes to anyone. That was a big deal. I know. Did it change anything? No. She nodded, like she already expected that answer. I have been thinking about everything you said, about how I always chose them over you. And? You were right, I did. I did not realize it at the time, but I did. Every time they made a comment about you, I should have stopped them. Every time they made you feel less than them, I should have defended you. But I never did. No, you did not. She looked down. Is there any chance? I interrupted her. No. You did not even let me finish. I do not need to. The answer is no. She looked hurt. Not because I hate you. Not because I want revenge. It is because I finally understand what I deserve. And I deserve someone who chooses me before it is too late. Not someone who fights for me only after they have already lost me. Her eyes filled with tears. I really did love you. I believe you. But love is not enough when respect is missing, and you never respected me the way I needed. I am going to regret this forever. Maybe you will, but that is not something I have to carry anymore. I left money for my coffee on the table, stood up, and walked away. Final update. It has been 3 months since that night. 3 months since I sent that message and walked away from a relationship that had slowly damaged my confidence. Last month, I moved into a new apartment. It is smaller than my old place, but it is mine. I am no longer sharing my life with someone who makes me feel like I have to apologize just for being myself. I heard from mutual friends that my ex is dating someone new. Someone who plays golf, knows the right people, and fits perfectly into her family's world. I am happy for her, honestly. She found what she was looking for. I have started dating, too. I met someone through work. She comes from a background much closer to mine. When I told her the story about being uninvited, she looked shocked. "That is cruel," she said. "Who does that to someone they claim to love?" "Someone who does not really understand what love means," I answered. Last week, her family invited me over for dinner. It was simple, comfortable, and warm. Her dad asked about my work and actually listened to my answers. He did not make me feel like I had something to prove. Her mom joked with me instead of making jokes about me. After dinner, my girlfriend asked, "Are you okay?" Why would I not be? I know meeting parents can be stressful, especially after what happened before. It was not stressful. It was actually nice. They were kind. They liked you. Good, because I liked them too. She smiled and squeezed my hand. I am glad. That was when I realized how simple things should have been all along. A relationship should not feel like a constant fight for basic respect. It should be a partnership where both people support each other and make each other feel valued. My ex reached out one more time about a month ago. She sent a long message saying she had learned from her mistakes, that therapy was helping her understand her behavior, and that she hoped I was doing well. I replied, "I am glad you are working on yourself. I truly hope you find happiness. But I've moved on, and I need you to respect that." She answered, "I understand. Thank you for everything, even the difficult lessons." I did not reply. There was nothing left to say. Someone recently asked me if I regretted sending that message. If I thought it was too harsh, too public, or too final, the answer is no. That message was never about revenge. It was not about hurting anyone or creating drama. It was about finally standing up for myself. It was about refusing to accept being treated like I was less important. It was about drawing a line and saying, "This is where it ends." Could I have handled it differently? Maybe. Could I have been calmer, more private, or more gentle? Probably. But I had already been gentle for 3 years. I had been patient, understanding, and willing to compromise. And where did that get me? Uninvited from a family event because my existence made people uncomfortable, simply because I did not fit their idea of who belonged. So I finally spoke up. I told the truth. And if that truth made people uncomfortable, maybe they needed to feel uncomfortable.